All right, we've got one more set today. This one is going to be Martini versus OpiWrites.
Yeah, this will be fun. Let me get that loaded up. So, date. Here we go.
And Opie is a scary opponent.
Opie? He's alright. And Martini.
All right.
Give me just 1 second. Still loading everything here. We're going to do that. And Opie's the first sniper. Okay. Alrighty, we've got everything loaded up. We're going to be starting out on the library with OpiWrites as the sniper, Martini loading in as Oprah in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And away we go. A little bit of congestion early on, but Martini is able to find the conversation with their seduction target, but not before the seduction target bails on them after having not had a conversation partner for a little bit too long. So Martini not able to get the start they want here. And so they're taking a time ad to cover for it. A double time ad, one green, one white.
Yeah, it's like if you get away with one, why not just do another? The pwned noob. That's the pwned noob play.
And into the side statues we go, using that little bit of extra time to be a bit less suspicious. One cycle as well, which is unusual, so only the one inspect. Maybe trying to get out of there before they got noticed at statues.
Yeah, maybe even considering going for a swap, but bails on it a little bit quickly there. We're going to pick up a 51% flirt into an innocent drink take, and Martini is going to have to do something weird, right? They're going to have to do something unexpected because against OpiWrites, if like you can't just do like a standard game, like OpiWrites is going to count the missions and he's going to shoot you. So you're going to have to find an opportunity to do something weird, like skipping over to the statues and firing off a swap and slamming it down and running away or something of that nature.
Well, if Martini was able to get away with that inspect without getting noticed for it, that could be that little bit of edge they need to get one under on OpiWrites here.
I hope. I don't think it'll be enough, but I hope.
Still 4 minutes and 15 seconds to play with. We don't have a lot of progress, but we have so much time it doesn't matter.
Yeah, the time here is really nice. And especially
against Opie, who's not a super low light heavy sniper.
No, he's going to play very clean. He's not going to do too many behavioral lowlights, I don't think. But especially if we hold this contact and we wait a long time, that means a ton of AI are going to complete more and more missions and won't be excluded due to the contact double agent. So I think the longer we hold that with that extra time that was added, the better. But Martini here not making much mission progress. We might be going for a swap play. No. Just going to kind of hang out.
Really just milking this extra time that they've acquired, letting Opie create stories in their head, find suspects, find suspicion, and trying to stay away from all that as much as possible before they start chugging away on missions. It looks like we're stepping in with the double agent here. See if we can get moving on a bit of progress.
I wonder if Martini is just committing to a frame attempt. Right? Like, they're not getting missions done really anymore. So I wonder if they're just watching for a frame. Here goes the contact.
It may well be. Here comes the contact. It's a white test.
And the end of red.
Which is going to let off a couple of lowlights for sure.
Bug opportunity presents itself. Off screen at the moment, but now Opie is guarding it.
I think he's still in range for this as well. That zoom in on the statues on the right side, if Martini wanted this bug, they've had a couple of big opportunities to take it, but
And
There it is.
it didn't land.
Doesn't take, though, just the tiniest bit too far away.
Oh, it said we went for a walking, so I think we went for a twitch bug. We must not have been close enough, but the walking
Yeah.
animation is a bit smaller,
Oh,
and Opie
caught the
takes a shot.
twitch! He caught the twitch. He saw it happen. The shot comes off, and Opie takes the first game.
Yep, unsurprising. We've got Opie winning on this as the sniper here on Library. Let's see what he does as Spy in 3, 2, 1, playing it. And what makes Opie one of the best players in the game is that his sniper...
It's a bug! It's a bug! It's a really good bug, too!
Yep, that's why he's one of the top probably 3 players right now. Sniper just doesn't mess up, and his Spy...
It's a white purloin, though! He immediately steps away to the time ad window. The list is gone. Martini, I think, might be onto this.
Yeah, Martini is, but the problem is that Opie has 2 missions done, so you're gonna have to shoot. He usually keeps the pressure on. When he goes for a rush, which is what he's attempting here, he usually won't slow it down, but we'll see if he responds. He may want to consider slowing it down because he did get caught on the purloin.
Ambassador drops in to say hi, but OpiWrites is just going to stick to the game plan. It's 51% in the flirt. Also in conversation with the double agent here.
Yep, here
Takes
we go
it immediately. Contact comes off. There's another stop talk. The shot comes off. Martini is absolutely on top of it.
Yeah. Getting caught on the purloin there is rough, but I did like the attempt by Opie. He got that really good bug, and I expect to see a lot more of that from Opie's gameplay. He's pretty notorious for going for some rush plays, so I expect to see another one of those. But first, we're going to find out how he does against Martini on Tayan in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And this is a really friendly layout for the sniper. Having all of those statues wide open is going to cause Martini some trouble, I'm sure.
Yep, we start near the seduction target here for a 51% flirt. We're in a decent spot for a reverse drive-by bug if the ambassador decides to go for those books. And Toby getting in the way, ambassador doesn't bite.
It was a near thing, but still didn't quite get close enough for it.
Yeah, and the combo on the front side was probably too open to risk it anyways.
So once again, not the fastest of starts. It's 2 flirts early on in this conversation. A white and a green, up to 85%. No other progress as of yet, but we've got a bit of time to work with. It's a fake contact, interestingly enough. A fake contact that gives up Smallman, too. Smallman on this venue is not often a character you want to give away.
Yeah, there's the opportunity to dance because it's so congested, but some of the recent setups of this venue have, I think, reduced the party numbers, the number of people in the actual party here. So the conversations don't get like as full as they really need to be.
Into the green books we go, able to pick up a print, a difficult print actually off of this one. So not doing anything else with the book. Just grabbing the print and walking away from it. And now it's side statues to take a pair of inspects. Minute and 30 left to play. No mission completions as of yet, which is a little bit worrying, but we're getting some decent progress.
Yeah, the problem with Martini's game plan right now is that it's flirt and contact, and then it's 2 soft tells, right? It's inspect and fingerprint. And that just does not work against Opie. He will keep track of that, he will catch it, and you're going to get shot.
Under a minute to play now. Still no mission completions.
Yeah, not to mention how pressed for time we are. We're going to have to change up our strategy on one of these here, so here goes the inspect, and there's just no way you're going to get a swap, right? Yeah, you're just going to even get shot that fast.
Didn't even try for the swap. It was just another inspect, and the bullet came off. So I was at center statues, and that was enough.
Yeah. So we'll see what Opie does, jumping in as teal in 3, 2, 1, playing it. Now, I feel like Opie would love to rush here on tan, but the problem is he rushed last round, and he's great at rushes, but he's not going to do it every single round because then it just becomes like a little more obvious. So starting out with the
Shoji setup, by the way.
Well, that seems fair. I like that.
Indeed, it does.
It would be great if the game did that, if it made it the same, every 2 rounds or whatever.
That would be pretty cool. 51% on the flirt to open things up. Not doing anything with the bookcase we had a moment of. Oh, it's a really nice reverse drive-by bug. Found themselves in the perfect position, and the ambassador absolutely gave us the chance, and we took it.
Yep. Getting bug done in typical Opie fashion. We're now in a pretty good position, and unfortunately we might get credited with the bug at this point because the ambassador steps in right next to us.
And there's too many people in the front conversation to be able to get a good look at it.
Green
contact comes off pretty not cleanly.
We do have a reject from Rocker.
Information.
I was thinking that Opie might go for the purloin, but ends up bailing on the conversation. I think he wanted his ST to settle somewhere else, so he just wasted some time in the back.
And it's looking good for the ST to drop in and say hi, and indeed they do. Not quite close enough for the 2 flirt. Hits the green test anyways, and another green test on the purloin.
Yeah, Opie is really feeling confident in his green tests here. He did that green purloin kind of immediately, and I don't think he was watching
Take the shot, comes off! Martini's caught it!
Wow. Martini with a great capture there on the purloin chain, and I did not expect that. I did not expect
Yeah, neither did I. I thought
it
was going to narrow it down quite a lot, but not quite get the shot off, and then OpiWrites would be able to get it done just waiting for a flirt, but Martini on top of things, and even though Opie has been playing pretty lights out SpyParty, Martini's keeping pace.
Yeah.
It seems like he's going to have a very difficult time getting through Opie's spy, but OpiWrites is not able to find a way through as of yet either, so let's see what Martini's able to get going on Terrace 3 of 7 in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
Yeah, Opie Spy is really tough to deal with, and the hard part is, like, his sniper is, typically fairly unbeatable. So all Opie has to do, or all anyone has to do, is just win all of your sniper games and win 1 spy game, and you win the whole thing, right? So that's probably Opie's strategy here. But so far, we've still been tied 2-2. And we do have some venues where it gets to be a little more difficult to just, quote-unquote, play a perfect sniper, so we'll see what happens.
That's very true. It's starting to feel like the era of Crazy Kaylee all over again, except it's OpiWrites.
Yeah, and the problem is there's like a few of them now.
There are! It's true!
All of the top 3 players are kind of all in that same fashion. Their sniper's just, impeccable, and their spy is also just really good.
Aggressive spy play and ironclad snipers. That's what you get from the really top echelon of SpyParty, and it's a delight to watch. Martini, after getting that first flirt for 51%, has been taking their time, but finally lands themselves into statues to pick up a pair of inspects.
Yeah, double inspect is not terrible to have. You have it in your back pocket for later, but I don't think we can actually use it.
Probably not. Back into conversation with Seduction Target. Seduction Target is having none of it and bails immediately. So that's unfortunate. Still might be able to step back into conversation in that window, though. There's a pretty wide open spot. Double agent takes it instead.
And the end of red.
There's the contact coming off. I think that should only let off the one low light.
Yeah, and timing is looking a little bit rough here. We need to finish up this flirt. We're going to step into the back. We really need this to be a green flirt.
With 40 seconds left to play, it's basically a necessity at this point, and then it's going to be into statues next. Does he hit the green? He does hit the green, but it doesn't matter. Whoa. Wheels has been touching a little bit too much. The shot comes off, and Martini, that's the spy win. Can they keep holding on Sniper?
Yeah, and honestly, when I said that there's some venues coming up where it's a little bit harder to win as Sniper, it's venues like this where it's not necessarily that the spy is doing something particularly crazy or outlandish or what have you, but it's that the AI is finishing on a venue that's like a 3 of 7, so this or Courtyard. So a bit of bad luck for Opie. He's now in a position where he needs to get a spy win. We'll see if he can do it on Terrace as Queen in 3, 2, 1, playing.
That was a long time walking right behind the ambassador, but never quite found themselves in the position to hide that arm, so not able to take the bug. Going to step in conversation with the seduction target early on to start picking up some progress. And it's a white test for 54%. Looks like Opie is content to just try to timer flirt this.
Yeah, timer flirt's okay from this position. He's still got a couple minutes left, so timer flirt, and there's just not much else that he can do. I think now he's going to be thinking about his third mission, right? He can't make progress on flirt. He can't get the contact done. Does he go for a bug or maybe start the purloin? And I think he's going to add time here.
I wouldn't be surprised. It's been a very slow game for Opie. But no watch check at the windows.
Okay, now I'm very confused because Opie is not one to waste time.
And the end of red.
Okay.
It's a fake contact. I think he's trying to get a frame here, actually, but not sure on who.
The fake makes sense because I don't see otherwise why he would go to that conversation. So he goes for the fake contact, and I think he's just giving everyone over there their real contact, right? And then he can figure out which of them he is going to delegate frame for.
May well be. There's the second flirt coming off that brings us up to 55%.
Now, I like this play because whenever you're performing some frames, you want to do two things. You want to make progress on your own mission win, also while maintaining the frame, so that at the end you have two options.
I don't think Opie's going to have two options here. There's just not enough progress.
Yeah, I wouldn't count Opie out. He's a fast player, so I think he just delegated to the double agent, and I'm not sure.
He did indeed.
I don't think
there's the flirt done.
And
there's the bug done. There's the shot done. And Martini is able to maintain that lead. It's 2-4.
What is going on? If you would have asked me after this many venues what the score would likely be, I would never expect Opie to be down 2-4. And yeah, I think he delegated. I think he meant to delegate to his ST, and he ended up delegating to the double agent because he could have just contacted and then delegated, and he would be in mission win countdown. So it still would have looked fairly obvious, so it's very possible that Martini would have made the shot anyways. But we're going to be stepping into Gallery 4 of 8 with Opie down 2-4. And Martini starting out as Salmon. Get that loaded up.
In 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And Martini just needs to hold, just win some sniper games. Of course, they want to put the pressure on and continue to try to win spy games to just further that lead. But you know, they can feel a little comfortable, though they may not want to let their guard down and actually feel comfortable.
To be fair, just hold is a little bit easier said than done against someone of OpiWrites' caliber.
Yeah, that's why they've just got to they've just got to put the foot on the gas the entire time here, and just never let down.
So there's the first flirt coming off outside the gallery, 34% for that.
Yep, and I like it. We don't stick around in timer flirt. We're just gonna run back inside and work on some other missions. Hopefully, we're not.
Well, it is running back inside, but there aren't any missions in this conversation.
Yeah. I wonder if we're just setting up for like a purloin, or we did request, and here goes the
Well,
purloin.
it is a purloin. It's a white purloin, and it's a pretty clear one, too. Yeah, OpiWrites not going to waste any time. Just taking the shot. And that's a quick one.
Yeah, the fade was like very much on screen, and against OP, like you can't. It was just a bad spot to purloin from. Like purloin is, you know, make that decision if you want to make that decision, but maybe go to the back of the conversation. That way, the fade itself isn't as likely to be on screen, and OP can't just take that assured shot. So we've got OP stepping in his wheels in 3, 2, 1, playing it.
And OpiWrites Spy is what you've got to be careful of. Is this just going to be an immediate grab of the book? There's a lot of cover there. I think there's a chance he could have gotten away with it, but with with the conversation there as sparse as it was, it's kind of hard to be confident in that cover.
And somehow he picked up a bug. It was definitely like not seen by the sniper. I was watching sniper cam and they were fully zoomed out, so it's hard to notice.
I have no idea where or how he picked that up. It's a swap though.
Mm-hmm. If you give Opie a bug within the first 30 seconds, he's gonna turn it into a rush. But somehow Martini did pick up a highlight on Opie when he got that bug. I think it may just be a full-on credit for being near the ambassador. So we're going to go for the purloin as well. These are all white tests. Normally, Opie would take the green
all
here.
All white tests, all hard tells. That's a little bit too much rush for my tastes. Martini's on top of it.
And let's take a look at this bug because I did not catch
I want to see this.
We just stand there and take the bug. I mean, I like it. We just stand there and take it, and I think I was wrong. I think it was on screen, but the sniper was rotating, so just part of the arm was visible. But Martini picks up on it and maintains their lead 5-3 as we head into this funky version of Courtyard with...
If you got to look at that bug, that is an incredible spot.
Yeah, I think they did. So Martini with the lead as Pearls in 3, 2, 1... playing it.
3-5, the current scoreline. Martini is absolutely making it happen right now.
Yeah, they can't let their guard down though. Opie is fully capable of bringing this back. And we're going to add some time, which I definitely like to see as this version of Courtyard is starting out with quite a bit less.
3 of 7, though. You can almost just take a fake and wait for someone to die.
You could.
Doesn't look like Martini is going to do it in conversation with both the seduction target and the double agent. Takes that contact pretty early. And a 45% on the flirt as well. So Martini is absolutely not just going to sit and wait for someone to get shot.
What's our third mission going to be? Inspect?
It's a reasonable assumption.
Go get it now.
Well, as far as the sniper is concerned, there's still just under 2 minutes to play. Lots of time to work with. takes a drink instead, so it's not going to be
Fingerprintable. That's why.
Well,
But misses the
yeah.
action test.
It would have been a nice way to do it, get it done without visiting statues, but it looks like it's not going to happen this time around. Not able to hit the print.
Yeah, flirt up to 75.
And the end of red.
There's...
Fake
Wait.
contact?
It said fake contact, but it was a real contact. It counted.
Oh, my mistake.
Oh, no, it was a fake because they already had a real contact.
Okay, yeah. I thought it
What
was
comes off? And that's what I was saying. In this venue layout, you can just take a couple of contacts and wait for someone to die. Martini on match point.
Yeah. Martini just making it happen. And
OpiWrites has got some work ahead of him at this point. Into Courtyard we go on the spy side, 3 of 7. I would not be surprised at all to see OpiWrites get it done on this one.
Let's find out.
But
in 3, 2, 1, playing it. I think just the set, Opie's been a little too rush happy, right? And they just haven't been as clean as his normal rushes. Right, normally he's hitting the green swap, and he's hitting the green purloin, and he's chaining them all together and causing the chaos, and he's just not chaining them together properly, and I think Opie's got to slow it down, because at this point Martini's expecting the rush, but the problem is, it's like match point now, and we're on Courtyard.
yeah, I completely agree. 34% off the early flirt, takes a highlight for it. I think that's probably a flirt pairing.
That's a crazy highlight, actually.
It
This
is.
early? For what, flirting?
Flirting and leaving quickly, I think.
Okay, Opie's not letting up.
Green purloin. Opie is really refusing to play slow. Ambassador takes the list. That's the shot. And that's the match.
Wow.
Martini gets it done over OpiWrites.
That's huge. I mean, for Martini's career, I mean, beating, someone of Opie's caliber in a competitive set in round of 24, that's huge.
It's
so
massive. Absolutely massive.
Congrats to Martini. Just did not
What a
let
set.
Opie do his normal shenanigans of firing off bugs and performing rushes. So a great set between the two of them.
Absolutely.
Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, that has been your Spy Party Summer Cup cast with Taboshi. Spy Party, you can pick it up on Steam or spyparty.com. Also, be sure to check out discord.gg/spyparty if you're interested in learning the game. The community is great. Everyone is really nice. There's tons of guides and information. And if the game looks intimidating, it's not that bad. I thought that when I started. So if you're at all interested in playing, play a few hundred games, you pick it up, people help you learn. It's a good time.
Thanks for having me on. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Yeah. Me as well. Alrighty, everybody. Until next time. Bye.